What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Roshana and today I am here with this blue hair. If you guys watched in my previous videos, a couple of videos ago, I had this same hair on, only thing it was a blonde. I had dyed it ash blonde. So I got tired of blonde and I decided to dye it blue. This is like a royal blue, like a dark blue, and I'm loving it, you guys. It's just like such a calm color, but it still compliments you because it's still bright. But it's not bright. Like, I don't know, you can wear this and not feel crazy, because you guys know I love my colored hair, but this makes you feel like you're less crazy. So I definitely do love this wig. This is one of my favorite wigs. So this is going to be an interesting review, guys. I'm going to tell you about everything that you need to know about the hair. So now getting into this hair dyeing process, I'm going to be using the rinse slash dye called Adore, and it's in the color indigo blue. And I only needed 2 bottles. I thought I was going to need more. So basically I'm just starting off with the frontal, and I feel like you need to start off with the frontal because it's the most important part. At least I feel like the frontal is the most important part because the front of your hair needs to be dyed. It has to have the color. Let's say you started off with the back and you did the whole back and then you didn't have enough dye for the front, then the front of your hair is going to be looking crazy, and that's what people see first. So I feel like the frontal is the most important part, so I always do the frontal first when I'm dyeing hair. So I had to really take my time with dyeing this wig because the hair was really long. The bundles were 22, 22, 24, 24, and it's just really long bundles. So I just wanted to take my time, making sure that I wasn't missing any spots. So I suggest you guys do the same if you guys have any long bundles that you are dyeing. So as you guys can see, I already finished one half of the frontal, and now I'm going to work on the other half. So basically, this kind of gets repetitive. I'm just doing the same thing, repeating the same steps of dyeing the hair, and it's very simple. So in this clip, I flipped over the piece of hair that I was working on, just because I always got to make sure that the back has the dye too. You don't want to just do the front part and think that it's dyed, because when you flip it over, I promise you it won't be all dyed. So you got to make sure you get rid of any blonde that you can see. So as you guys can see, I'm just flipping the hair, getting the roots, and this is just like a little touch up. You guys could do this at the end rather than doing this while you're still dyeing the hair. So now that I finished the whole frontal, as you guys can see, I'm now going to start working on the back portions of the hair. And for this part, you know, it's less important. You don't have to take your time as much. You can get thicker pieces of hair and just start dyeing. So that's exactly what I started doing. Another tip that I like to use is I like to comb the hair as I go along dyeing it, just so that the dye can get in between any strands of the hair that it missed. And also it just keeps the hair from being knotted and make sure that everything stays looking good. So basically, after you finish dyeing all the hair, I'm just going to comb through it. As you guys can see, I still have some parts that I have to dye. But this is all that I filmed for the dyeing portion of the hair. And in the next clip, you guys are going to see me talking more about the hair after I already have it on. So, and this is just going to be a review on the hair. As you guys can see, it's been through a lot. Originally, they sent 613 blonde hair. So then I processed it and I decided to dye it into a ash type of blonde. And then I still didn't get the kind of color that I wanted. So after that, I did it another color. And for some reason, it didn't work. So after that, I decided to dye it blue, and now we're here. So you guys can see it's been through a lot of processing, and it still looks good. Also, shout out to Klaiyi here for sponsoring this video. Everything about them will be in the description box down below. And they had reached out to me, and they sent me 222s and 224s of 613 blonde hair, which is what I constructed into a unit, which is the wig that I have on my head right now. And honestly, I'm surprised that this hair is still here. Like, as you guys can see, I processed it so much. Like, it went through so much processing. And it's still here. It's still super thick. It does not shed a lot. For something that has been so processed, it does not shed a lot. It's still super thick. It's still good. The hair can still straighten properly. The hair can still curl. Everything is perfectly fine with the hair. So I'm very impressed that it really just kept up so much, because you know, you do a lot with blonde hair once you dye it, and I dyed it 3 different times. So definitely insane that it's still in such good quality. Like, I can still wear this and people still think it's a new wig. So that's insane. And if you guys missed my first video on this hair where I dyed it ash blonde, I will have that on the screen, so you guys can definitely go check it out, as well as in the description box down below. So definitely go check out that video if you have not already. So now we're going to talk about how I managed the hair. When it came to this hair, it wasn't that hard to take care of. All I had to do was just make sure that I put any type of product in it, whether it's leave-in conditioner or penetrating oil, which is what this is. It's a coconut miracle oil, and it just helps drench, damage, or dry hair, which is super helpful when you obviously damage the hair a lot by dyeing it. So that was super helpful in the hair, and it just made it look more shiny. So basically, all you need is products in the hair and you're good to go. The hair is not crazy, it's not getting knotted up. It's still 100% perfectly fine, basically. So I obviously did wash the hair every time that I dyed it. So I just went through a lot of washing, went through a lot of dyeing process. And I would leave the dye in for like a good maybe 2 hours each time. So I'm so impressed with this hair, you guys. I cannot stress that enough. Make sure you guys go check out Klaiyi hair. Everything about them will be in the description box down below. And obviously the color, it took the color so well. Like, this is the color that I literally love. It's just like that indigo kind of blue, but it's so passionate. Like, the color is just so rich, but it's not too much. Like, you can wear it anywhere. So I really do love this hair for that. So as I'm combing the hair, guys, it's still no shedding. And this is a big comb, but still, if it was like shedding, it would have came out. So this is definitely still good quality. As you can see, it still feels silky. It still looks good. I got a lot of compliments when I wore this hair, just because the color is not a blue that most people go for. People usually, when they dye their hair blue, it's like a light blue. I wanted like a royal blue. I wanted like a dark, cute blue that is just, oh. This wig is perfect, basically. So when I straightened this hair, I had the flat iron at about 350 when I was straightening the hair. And it took the heat pretty well. So in my previous video, I explained to you guys that I did have to get my own frontal / closure for this, because they do not have their frontals or closures on the website. I don't know if they did update that, but if they did, you guys can check it out. I have the website down below. But they sent me the 4 bundles. So I did have to find my own closure / frontal. But in general, the bundle quality is amazing, so I definitely do recommend their hair, you guys. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would have to give this hair about a maybe 8.5, almost a 9. I really do love this hair. The color is one of my favorites. It's just so calm. Like, it complements my face still, but I don't look too bright and too much like a highlighter, because you guys know I love my crazy colors. But sometimes I want to be a little calm, you feel me? And sometimes black gets boring. So I'm glad that I have a dark blue that I can always depend on. So I definitely do love this wig. It's one of my favorite wigs by far. And I will have everything about Klaiyi hair down below in the description box down below, you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And I will see you guys in my next video.